Hi, welcome back to another episode of Vibrationss. It's me, your host and connoisseur. That's not a word that I want to use. Is it? Maybe not. It's not. I am your host of Vibrationss, and I am your favorite drag queen's least favorite drag queen. But of course, you already knew that, I think. If you've been watching this channel, you know that um, nobody knows about me. So I'm technically your favorite drag queen's least favorite drag queen because they don't even know I exist. So there you go. And this is my new version of myself. I know that a lot of drag queens like to dress up in one style, and I was like that a lot. You know, I liked. Well, I go through like phases. Sometimes I go through um, crazy phases where I want to kill somebody, um, or should I say, unalive. Is that a thing now? Like, do I have to censor myself? YouTube, what's going on with this? We need to get the situation under control. Like, we can't say certain words anymore. And, anyways, yeah, so I'm in my romantic, gothic fantasy era right now, my dark pop era. And so I'm wearing this. I never thought I would wear like a frilly dress, very romantic, sort of gothic, and I know I love it. I don't know if it's something that the look I like, right? But I don't. It's just weird to see myself in a more girly outfit. I like to be like a tomboy in drag, which is a little hard sometimes, because you still look like a man. But I like that aesthetic. Anyways, I'm in my gothic era, my gothic romance era. I want a vampire to come and suck my blood, you know? And if you haven't listened to my new gothic pop fantasy romance song that I released, it's called Shadow of Death. And it's out now, and go listen to it. So like I said, I'm in this era. I'm going to get used to seeing me a little bit more crazy. Because this is looking a little crazy, is it not? I don't know. Tell me. Anyways, we are back for another Vibrationss episode where this is the episode or this is the podcast where you come and get advice. You come and learn what to do about your life, about your romantic life, about your life outside of reality, because, hello, I'm in space right now. So this is where you come in and get something that is not just chismes, that is not just drama. There might be some drama. No, there's not. I mean, I'm not going to start the drama. And I will never start the drama, I don't think. But, yeah. The first thing I want to talk about is it has to do with drama. No, it's not really drama, but, I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10 this season. And some of the girls, I sometimes go on the Reddit, right? On the Reddit page. And Deja Sky came up on there. Obviously, she posted this on her TikTok, I believe, or something. But they posted it on Reddit. And she was saying how the audience, the fans don't really support her. She doesn't feel supported. And it's because she's not getting hyped up by the other Drag Race girls that are really popular. Okay, that's the whole thing. You can go watch her video, whatever. And I'm going to try not to make this, like, I don't know. I don't want to attack anybody. I'm not, like, that's not the point of this. You guys know that Vibrationss is about feeling the vibrations, right? We are positive. We are trying to elevate ourselves, trying to better our lives. And so I'm not going to kick somebody while they're down. So this is more of advice that I have for Deja Sky. Deja is an interesting drag queen because she's one of those drag queens that you don't really like she's good at drag, right? Like her drag outside of Drag Race, if you see her performing, if you see her aesthetic, like you'll be like, wow, like that's a really good looking drag queen. Like she knows what she's doing. She looks polished. But then she goes on the show and she doesn't really stand out. So it makes, and then she comes out of the show, and so it doesn't, like, the reality, like outside of Drag Race, doesn't match what happened on Drag Race, you know, because she is a good drag queen. So she's probably expecting people to love her and the adoration and maybe more of a following. So my advice to you, baby, because in that video it just seemed like she was going through it. Like she just didn't understand why people didn't like her or didn't connect with her. And so I just want to tell you that it's not that serious. I mean, this is for anybody, right? This is just advice that will help you. It's not that serious. It's not all about you. You're not the most important thing on this earth. Like, focus on other people. Stop trying to always focus on what others can do for you, but just be of service. And I know this is very deep, but that's the kind of queen I am. I like to go deep. Okay? And so, yes, stop comparing yourself. Be grateful for what you have. Obviously, maybe your journey is not the same as other people, but that doesn't mean that you can't build on that. The fact that I see, the fact that some of the more popular drag queens have content and regularly put out content, that is my phone that just went off. But that is not a coincidence. I think if you put in the work, and obviously you already have a platform. Like you already have a platform where people know your name. All you got to do is just find that thing that people connect with, and it's okay to like through it's okay to go through eras like I am, you know? Like I'm going through this era right now and try new things and at least make it something that you actually like the makeup stuff. I believe you have, or she has. I know she's not gonna watch this video, and please don't send this to her. I just don't want. I don't know. I don't want them to. I don't know. The people that I mentioned, I don't really want them to listen to this. Like I don't really care. This is more for like the people's, you guys, right? Just the audience. If you're going through something similar, but the makeup thing, like that is something that you're good at, and you have videos on your YouTube channel where you can build a following. Why aren't you making more content? Why aren't you making, reviewing makeup, doing more makeup looks, putting yourself out there, and little by little you'll gain that confidence, and you'll gain your own fan base that is going to support you no matter if you're on Drag Race or not. And that's that. Like it's just not that serious at the end of the day also. I think a lot of the times as entertainers, as drag queens, we focus a lot on ourselves and what we can get and how we can get ahead in life. But it's not, if we look at the full picture, we're not that important. We're not. Like it's fun to entertain, it's fun to be a drag queen. But at the end of the day, we do have to come back down to earth and realize that we are here to be of service to other people. That is your main purpose. That is how you will find your calling. And for me is, a religious thing, and I know for some people it's probably not. So, it's, I don't know how you would go about that without God in the picture, but you can be of service in other ways, and don't expect anything from it, because I feel like she does have a tendency, from what I see on the show, I just get this vibe, aura Mayari, whatever, like this thing that where she tells somebody something, but she wants something in return, like she wants a compliment back, and you gotta be just do stuff out of the goodness of your own heart and don't expect anything back. because most of the times people will not return it, and that's not what it's about anyway. So, anyways, that's a lot for Deja Sky. So let's move on to an actual um issue, or I mean, like some romantic advice. Let's say that. And this is from the advice column. I wanted to do something more gay because I feel like I've been handing out advice that is just more universal, but this is more specific to the gays. By the way, this hair, like this whole vibe is inspired. A lot of it is inspired by the new movie Nosferatu that just came out last year. Like that's what really got me into this mood, and I don't know. I don't know if it was successful. Like I feel like I look too draggy. Like I wanted to be less draggy and more like just ethereal. But it's hard when you're a man to do that look. So we're gonna be playing around with this aesthetic. Anyways, the gay relationship advice. Here we go. So this person, I don't know if it has their name. It doesn't. No, it doesn't have their name. Okay, so I guess it's just anonymous. Let's see. It says, is it creepy? That's the title. Is it creepy? I mean, if you have to ask, is it creepy? I think that's a really telling start, or telling, that's really telling. It's telling us that it probably is creepy. But anyways, here we go. Is it creepy? I'm straight acting gay. I'm straight acting gay guy. Okay, we know she's lying, right? Like all the girls that are saying that they're straight acting are not what they say to be. They're gonna do, once you meet them in person, they're gonna do a reveal, like a wig reveal. And you're gonna see that they're not the most, I mean, you may not be like the most effeminate, but let's be real, right? Anyways, I'll take your word for it, whoever you are. I'm straight acting gay guy, and I met this guy playing pickleball 2 weeks ago. Are the gays really into pickleball? Because I played pickleball once. Once? Yes, once. And it wasn't really my thing. I feel like I need to hit the ball really hard, and that for me is like tennis. Like I love tennis because I can hit the ball. And pickleball is just like, it's too gay. Anyways, so this guy met another guy playing pickleball. Okay. We talked briefly and really vibe with each other. I don't know if he's gay or not, but I did sense that he was flirting with me a little bit. He might have been. I mean, straight guys might not admit this, but they do flirt with the gays. They do. I've had it happen to me multiple times, I gotta say. And so, even though they're not really serious about it, I think we are humans. We like attention. So, I think it's normal, right? Let's see, okay. I was too nervous to ask for his number when I left, but I found his Instagram and his profile isn't private. I love when it's not private. Should I follow and message him, or that's too creepy? I don't know if I'll see him again. I don't think you will. But okay, I don't know if I'll see him again, if ever, because he told me he's getting knee surgery. So we know he's been on his knees if he's getting knee surgery. That's a sign. It could have been for something else, but okay, last week, he's getting knee surgery last week. Won't be playing pickleball again until maybe summer. If I do message him, how should I proceed so it's not creepy? And also if he's interested as well, or was just friendly that day. I think you should message him. Don't be afraid. Don't be, the first thing shouldn't be your whole pick. Like let's be a little bit more demure. Like, I don't like to say demure. Let's be modest. Let's be a little bit more modest, more conscious about other people, and not just the first thing. It shouldn't be your whole pick. So definitely message him. Definitely develop a friendship, because you just don't know this guy. Like, people love to just throw themselves, like when they find somebody attractive, it's like they really just want to start a relationship right then and there. And I've been guilty of that. I have. So arrest me. But, this is the advice that I'm giving because I know, because I've been through it. We want to throw ourselves into it, but you don't really know that person really well. So just get to know him as a friend. Message him, tell him you want to play pickleball, or when is, how did his surgery go? Go along that line. Don't be like, are you gay? Like, don't, it shouldn't be like that. Even though you are interested, first get to know him as a friend. If you sense that something is, that he's really like into it, or once you develop a friendship, then you ask him. And then, well, then I don't know. Maybe you should just be straight. No, I think you should just do that. Do that, what I said. Message him and then get to know him as a friend. Then maybe if something happens, be upfront that you're like, okay, I find you attractive and here we go, right? Just don't be his best friend. You know what I mean? Like, be his friend, but don't get too involved where now you're hanging out every day and now you feel awkward telling him that you like him. So just keep it casual, but definitely message him. Is it creepy? You know what? I was judgmental at first because at first, if you have to ask a question, I would have said yes, but it's not creepy. It's just obsessive, but who isn't? All right, so that's my advice on that. I think the next part is I already talked about drag. I did. So I don't know. I think we're going to end this episode here. If you guys have any questions, any advice that you need on anything, any subject, I'm here for you. Please let me know. Comment, or I think that's what you do, right? You comment. So just comment down below or let me know how. Via mail? I don't know. Yeah, just comment and I will respond in a video. And so, yeah, go stream my new song, Shadow of Death. I love it. I feel like it's just my new era of dark pop. And this is what I'm giving right now. So I love it. It's a little, like, it's different. It's different. But different is good. We go through little eras here and there. And this is mine. So thank you guys so much for watching. Share it if you know somebody that's going through the same things. Don't share it to Deja, because I don't really care for her to be looking at what I'm saying. I don't want to insult anybody. This is just me talking and getting things off my chest. So thank you guys. Subscribe if you like. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.